Hi everyone, I continue on the lesson. So with this video, hopefully we finish the lesson. So here I see this question which is here. So 1 second. I wanted to, yeah, okay. So here I have this question, and what I see, okay, let me zoom a little bit, zoom in. I hope it works. Okay, so you see just a system of linear equations with just two linear equations, and the system has just 2 by 2, two equations, two unknown, but you see denominators and fractions. So you can deal with these 3 divided by 3 divided by 2, 6 and 5, but I recommend remove them. Okay, so when you want to remove them, so you can multiply both sides with least common denominator of 2 and 6, 2 and 3, which is 6, and then multiply both sides with least common denominator of 6 and 5, which is 30. Okay, so you do that, and then it's 6 divided by, so you multiply with that. Remember, you multiply both sides, you multiply all terms. Okay, so you do that, and then it is going to be 6 divided by 3, which is 2x, minus 6 divided by 2, which is 3y, equal minus 18. Many times I see a student, they forget to multiply the other side, and they just put minus 3, and that's everything goes wrong. Okay, so that's that, and then I multiply that one with 30, so it's 5x plus 6y equal 90, right? Okay, so now I want to go by elimination. Okay, so I don't want to go by elimination, so I can eliminate x, so means I have to multiply the first one with for example minus 5, and the second one with 2, or the first one with 5 and the second one with minus 2, and then I can add them. But I want to make it easier for myself, so I multiply this one just with 2, and then I add them. Okay, so now I continue to show it here. So it is 4x minus 6y equal minus 36. Remember, you need to multiply both sides, you need to multiply all terms. So 5x plus 6y equal 90. I don't need to do changes for the second one, and that's easier for me. So see, I select the one which is easier for me, so I select to remove y, because for removing y I just need to multiply one of them. The less work, so the less chance of making mistake, and I want that. Okay, so now I add them, so it's 9x equal 90 minus 36. I think it's 54. Yes, so 54. So x is, oops, so x is 6. Okay, so x is 6, and then what is y? So how can I find y? So I go back to the original equation. So 6 divided by 3, 6 divided by 3 minus y over 2 equal minus 3, and then it is 2 minus y over 2 equal minus 3, and then it is y over 2 equal 5. Okay, and so therefore y is 10. Okay, so I have 6 and 10. Okay, so 6 and 10 is my answer, and so that's just one answer, so means just it is just intersection of two lines here. And if I want to just make sure, I have to just check. So how do I check? I check both equations, original ones. Okay, so just check can be homework. Okay, so checking in both equations to see if left side equal right side can be homework. Okay, so as I told you, I really like to have good exercise for your brain. So I added some example which are challenging, and they just I don't say they are hard, but you have to do more practice on them, and I really like those questions. Okay, so for example, let's say you see this, and how do you want to solve it? Okay, so you have you can have different approaches. Okay, so um, for example, let's say, okay, so let's say the same as when I have numbers. When I have numbers, what should I do when I have numbers? So I would say, like for example, I multiply both sides with least common denominator, right? When I have numbers in the denominators. But right now I just have x and y. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can multiply both sides. I can multiply both sides with x and y. Sorry, xy. I will multiply both sides this one xy. And what happened then? Okay, so I can see it is, okay, so maybe I have to keep original equation, and then because I want, when a student go to the file, I want them to see, I'm not sure what's wrong here with the, okay, so I want them to see the original equation and then they see what did I do. Okay, so I write it again. So it's 2 over x minus 1 over y equal 5 over xy, sorry about that, 6 over x plus 1 over y equal 11 over xy. And now I multiply both sides with xy. So I multiply with this, I multiply with this. Okay, and then I have x and x cancel, so I have 2y. So maybe I can change to this. So I have 2y minus y and y cancel. I have minus x equal 5. And then I have x and x cancel, 6y plus y and y cancel plus x equal 11. Oh, good. So now I can add them and remove x. Okay, so now I add them. So I do, so I just add them here. Okay, so I have, okay, so I like to just to have all the steps, so I just rewrite it. Okay, so 6y plus x equal this. Now I add them. Okay, so I have 8y equals 16 and y is 2. Okay, y is 2. Then what is x? Okay, so I go to the original equation. So 2 over x minus 1 over 2 equal 5 over 2x. Okay, and now I want you to solve it just for x. See, that doesn't look like what we usually like to see. I don't want to see x in the denominator, but if I know what to do with my equations, whatever I receive, I can solve it. Okay, for example, here I want you to solve for x, so it doesn't matter, you can multiply both sides with x, so you have 2. Okay, so you have 2 over x minus 1 over 2 equal 5 over 2x. So I multiply both sides with 2x. Okay, so then x and x cancel, I have 4 minus 2 and 2 cancel, I have minus x equal 5. And then x is so minus 1. Okay, x is minus 1. And then I can check in both equations for the answer here. So the answer is minus 1 and 2. So that's my answer. Okay, now I can check both of them. So 2 over minus 1, sorry about that. So 2 over minus 1, 2 over minus 1 minus 1 over 2 is, so I can find the answer. So it's minus 2 minus 1 over 2, so that's minus 2.5, which is minus 5 over 2. And if I check, yes, it is exactly the same as, okay, so maybe I need more space here. Yes, I don't have. Okay, so I write it smaller. Okay, so it's 2 over minus 1 minus 1 over 2, which is minus 2.5, which is minus 5 over 2, and perfect. So it is minus 5 over, so sorry, it's 5 over minus 1 multiple 2, minus 1 multiple 2, so correct. Yes, left side equal right side. For the other one, 6 over minus 1, oops, plus 1 over 2, which is minus 6 plus 1 over 2, right, which is minus 5.5, which is equal, so the other side, okay, so minus 11 over so just 11 over minus 1 multiple 2, which is, yes, correct. So left side equal right side. Okay, so the other side is 11 over minus 2, sorry about that, which is minus 5.5. Okay, so I have left side equal right side. Good, so I could solve it. See, I didn't have any issue when I multiply both sides with x, just xy, I could solve it. So it didn't seem the same as before, but I could solve it. Okay, so how about this one? This one is different. Why? Because the first one I have xy, for the right side I have xy in the denominator. Here I don't. Oh my goodness, so what should I do here? Okay, so I can have three approaches here, okay, and I want to talk about all of them. The first approach is, I hope I have room here. Oh no, unfortunately no, so it doesn't matter, I can insert it. Okay, so I do insert some space, okay, and then good. Okay, so the first approach, so the first method, so method number one is equation 1 plus equation 2. Okay, so what happened? Okay, so uh, I have 2 over x minus 1 over y plus 6 over x plus 1 over y equal 5 plus 11. And then I have this one and this one cancel, so I have 8 over x equals 16. Okay, so 8 is, so x is, 8 is, x is, so 8 divided by 16, 8 divided by 16. How do I know that? I do cross multiplication. So 8 divided by 16, which is 1 over 2. Okay, so 1 over 2 is the answer. How about y? So I can substitute and find y. Okay, so 2 divided by 1 over 2 minus 1 over y equal 5. And then I have 2 multiple 2 minus 1 over y equal 5. And then I have 1 over y equal minus 1. And then I have y equal minus 1. Okay, so now I can check my answer here. Okay, so I can check and see if so it's the case. So let me see if I do substitute. I just want to substitute in my head, and I say, okay, so that checking is your homework. Okay, so 2 divided by 1 over 2 is 4, so that's correct. And the other one, 6 divided by that, so it's 12. Okay, so yes, when I check I think I'm right, but I want you to check it. Okay, so checking is your homework. Okay, so method number two. Method number two. Method number two. Method number two is, I just say, okay, so this is my equation. So 2 over x minus 1 over y. So 2 over x minus 1 over y equal 5. And 6 over x plus 1 over y. 6 over x plus 1 over y equal 11. Okay, so method number two, of course, when you do with method number one, you found the answer, but I like to have exercise for your brain. So I really like to challenge your brain. I want you to think. Okay, so here you can have 1 over x, so you can say 1 over x is t and 1 over y is w. Okay, and then you can say you have, okay, so you have, so maybe I just write it the next just line. So it's 2t minus w is 5 and 6t plus w is 11. And then I can solve it. I can just add them, I can remove w, I can find t. Okay, so now I add them. So I say, okay, so 8t is 16, so t is 2. But what is t? 1 over x. So it means x over x is 1 over 2. Okay, and I can continue. Okay, so the rest homework. Okay, so this is the second method. So how about the third method? So maybe I have to insert more space here. Okay, so I just go down. Okay, so 1 second. Yeah. Okay, so how about if I say I want to show you the method number. Okay, so method number 3. Okay, method number 3. So I have 2 over x minus 1 over y equal 5. I have 6 over x plus 1 over y equal 11. And I multiply both sides with xy because I want to remove xy. See what happened. So I have 2y minus x equal 5xy. I have 6y plus x equal 11xy. Okay, so now you say, oh my god, I have xy on the other side. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. I add both sides. Okay, so I add these two, and then I see, okay, I have 8y equals 16xy. What happened then? I have 8y equals 16xy. I can cancel, so I have, maybe I change the color. Red is maybe just bothers your eye. So it's so I have I can cancel, so this and this I can say 2, uh, then I can cancel this and this, and then I have 1 equal to x, and then I have x equal 1 over 2, and then I can find the rest. Okay, I can find x, I can find y now. Okay, so find y now, and then I check my answer. See, all the methods I could use, they just reach me to the answer, which is 1 over 2 as x and minus 1 as y. Okay, so how about this equation? See, I look at the equation and I see, oh my goodness, I see something different. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't look what I see. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like what I want to see. Okay. So, but I can change the, I can do some just change. How? I can do just cross multiplication. Okay. So what happened here? So I have x plus y over x plus 1 is 3 over 2. I have x plus 1 over 9 minus y equal 2. Okay, so I have 2x plus 2y equal 3x plus 3. I do cross multiplication. I have x plus 1 equal 18 minus 2y. And then I have what? Okay, so I have 2x plus 2y minus 3x equal 3, and then I have x plus 2y. Okay, so maybe I can change the color when I move them and change the sign, so it's just a very so it's not really the same, and then it just gets your attention. Okay, so that's that, and then you have okay, plus 2y, and then you have plus 2y. Okay, so equal, let me see. Okay, equal 18 minus 1. Okay, so then I simplify. Okay, so I simplify, it is okay, I change the color. It is minus x plus 2y equal 3. I have x plus y, okay, x plus 2y equal 17. And now I can solve it. How do I solve it? I add them and I remove, so I just remove, am I right here? I just remove x. So I'm not sure if I am. So, okay, yes, and then I can solve it. So let me see. So 2x plus 2y, 3x plus 3. And then x plus y is 18 minus 2y, and then I can say 2x plus 2y minus 3x is 3, and x plus 2y is 18 minus 1, and then I have, okay, I need 2y. Yes, I made a mistake here. I can see my mistake, so that's 2y, so I'm happy I got it. Okay, so That's that. And here I can say, okay, I go by elimination, so I do equation 1 plus equation 2, and then what happens, so I just have, when I do that, I have 4y equal 20 and y is 5. Okay, and then I can substitute and find x. How do I substitute? I substitute in one of the equation. I recommend substitute in number 2 because it's easier. So I mean this one, it's easier if you substitute here, because you have just one x up, so that's easier for you to find x. Okay, so the rest can be homework. Okay, so find x and checking your homework. Okay, so how about here? You have this question, you have this question, and then you have decimal ones, and then we are done. Okay, so this question here. Okay, so what do you do here? Look at this. When you see this question, it's totally the same as the previous one, but more work. You need more work. So what do? You do cross multiplication. When you do cross multiplication, you just have to make it just simplify. Okay, so what? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you do x minus 1 multiple y plus 2. You do x plus 15 multiple y minus 6. Then you do x minus 3 multiple y minus 1, and then you do x multiple y minus 4. Then you simplify. So xy plus 2x minus y minus 2 equal xy minus x plus 15y minus 90. Okay, so xy minus x minus 3y plus 3 equal xy minus 4x. Oh, what should I do with xy? Perfect, I can cancel them. Okay, and that just I have to organize. Okay, so I have to organize, I have to collect all x and y one side, I have to have all numbers the other side. Okay, and then I just simplify it. So I have 2x minus y plus 6x minus 15y equal minus 90 plus 2, and for the other one I have minus x minus 3y. I move the other one, so it's 4x, and now I move that guy. Okay, I just simplify. So here is 8x minus 16y equal minus 88, and then I have 3x minus 3y equal minus 3. I can make it easier. How? I can divide both sides 8 and I divide both sides 3, and then I have this. I have x minus 2y equal minus 11. I have x minus y equal minus 1, and then I can solve this one. The rest can be homework. Okay, see, I can have just different questions rather than what you saw before when I was teaching elimination, substitution. For example, maybe you have to remove fractions, which is number. Maybe you have to remove fraction, which is variable. Maybe you have to do cross multiplication. And maybe like for here, you can, for example, multiple both sides just with y, because you have so x is okay, so x is not in the denominator. Okay, so here you can have again 3 methods. Here you can eliminate from beginning. Okay, so you can do that. Here you can have, for example, 1 over y equal t, and then you can change it, so you can say so 1 over y equal t, and then you have 2x minus 4t equal 10, and you have 2x plus 2t equal 4. And now you can solve for x and t, but remember, when you find t, you have to flip it and say what is y, because at the end I ask you what is y. Okay, you can do that. And also, so this is method number 1. Okay, so method number 2 can be just if you just from the beginning you can multiple both. So for example, multiple the first equation with minus and just remove x. That's it, you can find y then. And also you can multiple, so remove x or y, and then the rest can be homework. Or I can say I multiply both sides with y. Okay, so I have 2x minus 4 over y equal 10. I have 2x plus 2 over y equal 4. I multiply both sides with y because I have y in the denominator, so I don't want to see that. So I have 2xy minus 4 equal 10y. I have 2xy plus 2 equal 4y. And then I can simplify. So I can say, okay, so I can say I multiply this one with minus. So I have 2xy. Let me see. Okay, so minus 4 equal 10y. So I do minus 2xy minus 2 equal minus 4y, and then I add them because then I can remove xy. Okay, so now I have, when I add them, I have 0. I remove that, so I have minus 6 equal 6y, and then I can say y is minus 1. And then I can find x. Okay, so the rest can be, so finding x and checking can be homework. Okay, so how about these questions? Okay, when I see decimal, again I can work with decimal, doesn't matter, but I don't want to because it confuses me. Okay, it confuses me, and also it's confusing for me. So I would say, okay, so 1 second. So yeah, okay, so I can say I just remove decimal. How do I remove decimal? Okay, so I have this guy, so I rewrite it here because I don't want to work on the original question, because when a student come and see the file, they don't really get it. Okay, so this, and this here. Okay, so yes, I multiply both sides with 10. I multiply both sides with 10 because I have one decimal. Okay, in this case, I can remove it. So then I have 3x minus 5. Oops, minus 5y equal 12, and then I have 7x minus 2y equal minus 1. Okay, minus 1, and then I can solve it from here. Okay, the rest can be homework. Okay, how about that? So how about this one here? Oh, okay, here I have to multiply the first one with 100, and I have to multiply the second one with 10, because, and also these questions, they can have other approaches and other method to solve them. Okay, so here I would say, okay, I want to remove decimal. If I want to remove decimal, then I have to do that. Why the first one with 100? Because I see 2 decimal. Okay, so in this case I have 170x plus 350y equal 1, and then I have 6x plus 1, okay, 12y equals 0. Remember, 10 multiplied 0 is 0. So then I can find x and y. Okay, so here, for example, I can say 12y is minus 6x. Okay, so maybe I write it there. So 12y is minus 6x. And then I can make it simplify. So I can say, so 2y is just minus x, and then I can say, so x is minus 2y, and then I just have to substitute in the first one and find for example, I can substitute in the first one and find y, and then I come back here and find x. Okay, so the rest can be just homework. Okay, see, I want you to understand the method. I want to really understand. If I have a system of linear equations, means I have several equations that I want to satisfy all of them. I want to find the answer which satisfy all of them. In this case, you just, in the college and in this course, you just see 2 by 2. So if I have 2 parallel lines, I have no solution because they don't touch each other. If I have 2 lines top of each other, so I have infinity number of solutions. Or if I have just one intersection, that's my solution. Okay, you can go by elimination, you can go by substitution. Also, you can have some more challenging ones, so very, very similar to what I did at the end of the lesson. Okay, so I hope it was helpful for you, and then I continue to the next lesson. Thank you. Bye.